All right, so if you
right.
guys are ready, I would like to hear some energy, some noise for our girl. She's here, Miss Iggy Azalea. Okay, I already said this, and I don't mean to sound like that creepy dude, but you are gorgeous. You're
Oh,
gorgeous.
thank
Like, I
you.
mean, it's one thing to see you in pictures and to see you on TV, but to see you in person, like,
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I do look like a Wayans brother, I've been told.
oh my God.
So, thanks.
No, it's good to have you, and everybody here won an opportunity to come in here and to be a part of this. We've had some great moments with Kevin Hart, Ice Cube, J. Cole, a lot of really great people right here. And so these people jumped on an opportunity to be here with you.
Yeah, well, I really appreciate you guys calling and making it happen.
Nice.
And appreciate you, doing what you're doing. Like you said, yeah, people call you this, call you that. But at the same time, we appreciate the fact that you just take it in stride and you keep on moving, because this industry is not easy. Everybody out there could look into your window and be like, well, this and that, and I would handle it like this. But until you're put in that situation, you know what I'm saying? So we appreciate that you just keep it moving, because there's fans out there that are on your side too.
I agree. And I'm lucky, it is a double-edged sword with social media, but I get to talk to those people that support me every day too, so it's nice.
Well, nice. If you don't mind, I want to dig into some personal stuff, and it's not going to be heavy, but
Okay.
you're a horse rider, right?
Yes, I am.
Okay, my wife and I, we've owned horses. It's hard, right? Mucking
Yeah.
the stalls. I mean,
Well, I don't know. I don't do any of that.
okay. So you have the
It's hard
fancy.
for someone, but hard for my wallet, mostly. Yeah.
What do you like the most about horse riding? Is that your hobby? Is that your thing to
Yeah,
do
it's
when
my
you're not
hobby.
busy?
I'm fortunate. They are a lot of work, and I'm away all the time. So I have somebody that rides them when I'm on the road and promoting, and then whenever I'm in California, I'm like out there every day. I love to do cross country, so it's like a lot of galloping through fields and jumping over like giant lugs and that kind of thing. Yeah.
That's cool. Now, did you do that? Where did that come from? That passion?
I don't know. I'm from the country, so everybody always had a horse. I never had a horse. We couldn't afford a horse. But I would like get on Friends and think it was really cool. And then when I was able to potentially take some lessons of my own, or have the financial ability to try different things, I thought I would go and take a lesson and see if I liked it, and I really loved it. So now I have 2 horses.
That's awesome. See, I'm the opposite. I grew up with horses in Puerto Rico. My family had them, and I've seen them get kicked so much and fall off so much. I've yet to get on a horse now.
I fell off horses when I was a kid, and now as an adult too. Yeah.
All right, well, I like this about you. A lot of people don't know that you actually interned at a radio station.
Yeah, I did.
Tell us about that experience.
Well, I chose the radio station for my work experience when I was in high school, and it was back when we still used CDs. So they had like a giant CD library, and you get to go in and like look at all the music in the world in one room, and your fingers, I don't know how long you've been around, but your fingers like would be scratched because you have to keep sticking your finger in the CD and putting it back
Yeah,
all the
nowadays
time.
that don't exist anymore. It's just
Yeah.
computers. It's just,
MP3 file. Yeah.
Exactly, we don't do that anymore. But yeah, you would like when you're intern, you would be the CD like girl basically, and have a box, and the DJ would give you his CDs from his mix, and you have to go put them back and then read his list of what the next DJ wants and get them all out. So I used to do that.
Is that what made you want to be on the radio? Is that what made you or sparked that?
No, I already wanted to be on the radio, and I felt like that would be a way for me to get some experience, or maybe like hassle people to play my songs. Which it was only community radio, so I don't think there was very many like listeners.
Radio's
But I thought it was a
radio.
good idea. Yeah, exactly.
So I want to ask you about your new project, okay? It's out in June, the new album.
Yeah.
And
And Team's out right now, right?
It is.
Team.
You should know that. You should have bought it. You didn't buy it?
we're in radio. We don't buy stuff in radio.
School.
We
I'm gonna have to
we
buy
get-
it
we
right
get the
now.
free
yeah.
stuff.
As long as you played it, though.
well, I wanted to ask you because it's, for some artists, it's a headache to put together an album because you have all this music. There may be some that you are really in love with and they don't make the cut.
Yeah. I don't really work that way, to be honest with you. I'm
Nice.
like the opposite. I kind of like, I'll pick songs that are like maybe a skeleton idea that I've had, and I just like hammer down on those 10 beats that I like. I already know that those are the ones, and I don't really...
Nice.
I just make those work. There's nothing that I ever like loved that didn't go on an album.
Wow.
Only stuff that I thought wasn't good enough.
Cool to know.
Has anybody ever told you that one of your songs weren't not good enough? And how'd you get around that? Because in the industry, you got people that you got to sell that to, and you got
Like at the label?
yeah. And how'd that
I mean,
conversation
people tell
go?
me my songs aren't good enough all the time, but
Look where you're at right now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, really.
They're good enough.
no, I don't ever. The label are very supportive, and they just know not to get involved.
Not to mess with their check.
Yeah.
Okay.
Not mess with my check, but I
Don't
think
mess with their check.
just creatively, I like to handle everything myself, and it's not really something that's open for a conversation in terms of musically. I really respect them and think they do a great job, but I'm not looking for their creative opinion. I respect them as somebody who knows how to go out and market the product, but for me as an artist, I think it's my job to bring you that product, and it's my job to tell you this is what I think is cool, and I'm not looking for a corporate person to tell me what's cool or what's not cool. If the artist says it's cool, it's cool. Yeah. So that's it.
Well, the board said that.
Yeah, I'm like, well, we say it's cool, so you need to get on the wave.
All right, ride it.
So in the beginning of your career, before you even started music, we read something that you were a Levi jeans model. Is this true?
Well, that wasn't before I started music. I already had like 3 mixtapes out.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so that was why they wanted me to be a Levi jeans model, because I did already have a following musically, and it was me and a couple of other artists from different styles of music that got involved in this campaign with Levi's. Yeah.
So do you like modeling better than you like performing? I know that sounds weird, but one takes a lot more energy than the other one to.
Well, also one's my job and one's not. So, the only time I really model is if I'm doing a photo shoot for my music and there's an interview accompanying it. And I really love the way the pictures look at the end, but it's not, I don't know, I just never really feel like comfortable doing I don't know the model poses all the way.
That's
so
good. It's nice to hear that though. That makes you so down to earth.
It is really tough. It's tough when you're not a model to get models make it look easy, and it's tough for artists to do those photo shoots and make it look like you're as professional as they are. But I think the end result, of course, every girl loves like a beautiful picture of themselves.
Sure.
What normal things does does Iggy do? What? Because now you can't even walk in a mall without being But what can you like? Do you disguise yourself, kind of like Michael Jackson used to do back in the days, or what do you do?
Well, I don't go to the mall.
or Target or Walmart.
Well, you got them coming to you now.
I go to Target. I love Target. Absolutely, I'll never give it up.
So how does someone like you walk into Target and
you just gotta pick your times. I go right before it closes because I know there's not a lot of people in there, and then like. If I want to disguise myself, all I have to do is tie a shirt around my waist, because it's like the butt is the giveaway. So if I don't have any butt, I don't catch anyone's eye then, so I'm okay if I go late at night. But I love my Target. I'll never give Target up.
You know guys so
ever.
well. You know guys so well.
Yeah,
That's the
I
first thing they
know.
look-
I know.
Oh yeah, that's Iggy. Yeah, there
Yeah.
she go.
all right?
Yeah.
Does Iggy cook?
Yeah, I cook, but I'm not like a gourmet chef.
Okay, but
I cook
everybody
boring
has
things.
everybody has at least those go-to meals that they know how to cook. Like, what's your go-to meal? If I don't know, if you were invited over somebody's house and you had to bring something.
Well, I really just basically like to fry like everything. Like I take great pride in my like fry batter seasoning game.
okay.
So I just exactly. So I like keep the meat juicy inside, like encapsulated. So I just if anyone wants me to come over, I'm frying whatever and bringing it.
Next time
basically.
we're gonna have a frying pan and some fried stuff ready.
I can do that.
We're gonna do a cooking show with Iggy. How's about that? You could do a
I
cooking
love
show.
it.
What?
With Iggy?
If you could have a show, let me ask you that. If you could have any type of show, what kind of show would it be?
Well, I'm developing some TV shows at the moment.
Nice.
So I love to create like new ideas. I love to make my music videos and that kind of thing. So thinking of different TV shows is something really fun, but I don't think I'd want to personally be
What are you working
in a
on?
TV show. Well, they're kind of secret, but I have a game show that I created actually, and we just sold it like 2 days ago to a network. So it's going to come out. I'm very excited about it. I'll tell everyone more about it
time.
soon. But my first show is a game show,
That's
which
awesome.
is cool. Yeah.
Game shows stick around. I mean, Price is Right's been around for what, 237 years?
Yeah, we'll see.
Longest running show.
All right, so let me ask this, okay? Now, if you were to be preparing for a wedding,
Yes.
what are the fun things that you want to happen at this wedding? For instance, my wife and I had a horse and carriage.
Okay.
What are the fun things that you would want at a wedding?
I really want to dress like black tie and look really formal, but I really want the food to be fun. So I just want to find a way to really eat barbecue at my wedding. And I don't know how you can do that in a suit. I'm still trying to figure it out. But I think just good music. I really want to have good, fun music. Like, I want to have rappers and stuff at my wedding. I don't want boring music.
I think you're gonna have that. I mean,
Yeah, I think I can probably pull it off.
Well, and
Your
how do you-
dude
how
hangs
do
with
you-
everybody too. So
How do you pick a
Yeah.
DJ when you can have anybody?
Well, I'm boring. I use my tour DJ because then he would be like, "What's wrong with me?" if I didn't use him. So yeah,
he's gonna be mad. He's
he'll
like,
be my
man, I
DJ.
didn't want to work. I wanted to chill with everybody else.
Well, he has an easy job if he's working for me because he knows he can slack off, and I won't say
What's up?
anything since he's my friend. Yeah.
Awesome. Anybody have questions out in the audience? Let's turn it over to you guys real quick.
Any trouble at school? I've told this story before, but the only trouble I got in trouble twice. Once was because I made up a club with my friend that was called the FDA, which was actually, I don't even know if I can swear. It was called the fucking Dickheads Association, which was like, we wrote really rude, mean poems about people that were mean to us. And there was this girl, Rebecca, I won't say her last name. And she was like this big, mean bully, and she was such a like big, mean girl. And in my poem, I said, "May I add, as we grow older, Becky will become a boulder." And somehow my teacher like got this note, and it got to the principal. And I was always like such a goody two shoes, but they found it, and we wanted to like do PR for the club, and so we had advertised like, "Who wants to join our terrible club?" and left it on the school bus. So I just like had stuff all over town, and I got this call in from the principal, and we got in so much trouble, and they made us sit out the front of the school office so everyone's parents coming in could see like, "You're a bad person." And I was really embarrassed. And then the only other time I got in trouble was this other girl, Cecily. She used to pull my pants down all the time. And so one
Can't
day
do that today.
she was leaning over her desk in class, and I was like, "Now is my moment. It's time to go. It's go time." And I just was like, "Ah!" I pulled her pants down. I thought everybody would laugh so much at it since they laughed at me when my pants got pulled down, and nobody laughed. I didn't get the
Wow.
joke because she was more popular than I was. So it was like, "Ooh, you can't do that."
I was
Yeah,
gonna say how
but-
the tables have turned.
Well, now she cuts my mother's hair. So that worked out well.
Now you're paying her.
And your family, everybody's doing good. I mean,
Yeah, my family's really good. Actually, they just moved. They lived in Azalea Street this whole time, and now they've moved like to the big city. So I'm a bit sad about it because I don't know when the next time I'm going to get to like go to my hometown or have an excuse will be since it's so far away. But
Okay, we got time. One more question, right? One more question. Go ahead, buddy. Yeah.
Here, hold on. Let me throw you the mic.
Cool.
All right, hey, what can we expect from digital disturbance?
Distortion.
Oh, distortion.
It's okay.
My bad. Sorry.
It's all right. Digital distortion is like a little bit more of my mixtape sound and the sound that I originally came out with, which is, I think, a bit more like raw and a bit more electronically influenced. I think with the new Classic, my last album, there's a lot more of a pop influence mixed with like mainstream rap sound, and this new album definitely has like a more grimy, raw, and electronic influence infused in it all. So it's just a harder sound and a lot less apologetic in the lyrics. It's like 1,000,001 ways to say fuck you, basically, is my album. So yeah.
Do you feel like you're more yourself this time around?
I think
Like
you
not
know,
caring
the
about
first
anything?
time around, and it's like this with anyone. You really want to make an album that's successful.
Test the
so
waters.
yeah, you're trying to test the waters, and you're cautious in the things that you say, and you're looking at what else is on the radio and thinking, does mine measure up to this?
Right.
And when you have had success and you're going to make something the second time around, I don't think you're looking at those other things to measure up to. You kind of have your own bar set, and that can be a hindrance in itself, like with me and Fancy or Black Widow trying to live up to, okay, how do I top something that's #1 for this amount of time? So I just kind of didn't think about any of that and just was like, let me consider the fact that I'm already successful. People already, enjoy what I have to say and what I bring to the table. So it gave me the confidence in myself to not second guess what I was cool, or not rely on what I saw going on outside or on the radio as, okay, that's cool, and just have more confidence in myself, this album.
Not follow and lead. Yeah, like
Yeah,
even
exactly.
Eminem said it in one of his songs, one of the greatest, and he said, I would never top another My Name Is. You
Yeah,
know what I'm saying?
exactly.
So
You have to, sometimes you just got to accept that and move on. And I think maybe that's when you can have an opportunity
Yeah.
to. But as long as you're thinking about it, it's just not going to happen.
set a new bar.
Yeah,
Well,
exactly.
Iggy, we appreciate your time. I mean,
Oh,
you're just such a trooper. I mean, we know that you've been at it all morning.
Yes.
You look amazing.
Thank
On
you.
Ellen later, right? Ellen today? Is it
Yeah,
gonna
I'm on
air today?
Ellen later. Yeah,
that's
they have the
awesome.
preview up online, and it'll be
And
on.
she's
at
right.
4.
That ring does look amazing. I mean, that
Oh,
is
thank you.
crazy.
Bling.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
a
man.
big one.
So thank you again.
Thank
Everybody,
you.
Iggy, thank you.
Thank you, guys.